Ajit, congratulations. All right, this next award is peculiar to our adult teams. It's something we don't give to any other program, and it's the Curious George Award. And during your adventure, you were selected from your team to receive a special award. This is an individual award, correct? The Curious George astronaut patch represents the mission specialist who maintained composure while enduring hardships like Story Musgrave repairing Hubble Space Telescope and still managed to keep your sense of humor. So from the adult program, and I'm going to give this to you, Speedo, the Curious George Adult Intrepid Spirit Award goes to Dennis Crowley. Okay, and now for the other individual award from the advanced program. This is the Adult Flying Ace Award, or the Snoopy Award. And this person was selected by their team to receive the award and it's to the pilot track. I'm sorry, Dennis is from the Mission Specialist track. From the pilot track, it's the person on the team who took after Neil Armstrong on Gemini 8, displaying quick thinking, interesting flying skills, and responsibility for the crew. And this award goes to Bruce McCowan. Congratulations, guys. Very well done. Appreciate it. All right, now we're going to move on to our individual awards. As you'll notice, all of our awards have been team-based thus far, and it is much about teamwork. We've kind of harped on that today. We've kind of harped on that all week. We've harped on that all year because we believe that it cannot be done but for the team. But this award is for the right stuff. It's taken from the title of Thomas Wolfe's book, The Right Stuff, and it's about the person who exemplifies the spirit of the early space and aerospace aviation pioneers, those people who pushed the envelope, who understood calculated risk and were willing to take that risk. Here at Space Camp, it's the person who has really the spirit of Space Camp. They volunteer when they understand it's their turn to lead, and they step down when they understand when it's their turn to follow. So it's really that person that has that whole spirit, and there's one from each of our programs. So I'm going to go down the list. From the camp program, the Right Stuff winner this week is, and when I say winner, it is an earned award. This is not a prize, it's earned. It's about you and your character. This award goes to Anthony Jones.
Awesome.
From the Academy team, the award goes to Seth Haroldson. And from the advanced program, Kenji Gamlimlim. We've got him locked in. Good job, right here. And then we, of course, need to do this for the adult program as well. And by the way, this is nominated by your team leaders and the management team and staff, and it's very competitive. Your team leaders get very serious about these nominations and who's selected. And in our adult program this week, the Right Stuff winner is Norman Hearn. Now, while Julia comes up here and makes them famous, I want to repeat, this is not a prize, this is not a gift, it's an earned award. And for all of you here in the audience, just know that these guys will be up here front and center signing autographs again for $5 a piece at the end of graduation. They'll begin their motivational tour sometime next week. Look for them on the cover of People and Time magazine. Congratulations, Right Stuff winners. And we have one staff award to give, and I'm not sure if we call it the CAL Award, not to be outdone with acronyms. Our Counselor of the Week Counselor of the Week Award winner is Wesley Smalls here. No. Has anybody seen Connexosaurus? The 20-foot, almost completed Connex dinosaur? Wesley Smalls has been on the front end of that, and if you appreciate it, even though he's not here, how about giving, now you can't clap for a Counselor of the Week, you have to moo. So if you'll give a loud moo for the cow, it's Wesley Smalls. Well done. Well, thank you all very much. This does complete our awards portion of the ceremony and the formal part of the ceremony, if you can call it that. We want to congratulate each one of you for being here. We want to thank you, parents, for understanding what it is that we do here, for encouraging your young people to study math, science, and technology, and to endeavor to do whatever it is that they do to the best of their ability. We also appreciate the trust that you place in us. We know that's a big step, and we thank you so much for that honor and consider it a stamp of approval from you. So thank you very much for that. And we're going to have just a few closing announcements, but if I could, I'm going to have my audience members stay seated. If I could have my teams go ahead and exit over to the EVA area. We're going to get them staged so you can sign them out. Oh my goodness. Come back, come back, come back. Sit down, everybody sit down. My bad. So I just almost ruined everything. And nobody stopped me. Teamwork, people. Somebody should have tapped me on the back. I apologize. One of I said earlier, the trainees have had an opportunity to hear from Dr. Aunon and Dr. Morin this morning. And as a Space Camp alum, we wanted just for a few minutes to allow Serena, Dr. Aunon to speak to you guys. So if you would, and forgive me, Dr. Aunon, please welcome Dr. Serena Aunon.
All right, good morning, guys. I know you're tired and you're wanting to get back home. First of all, it's an honor to be here, an honor to return. It's been almost 20 years since I was at Space Camp. But like I said, I remember every day. And I still keep in touch with some of the friends that I have. So parents, thank you for giving your children the opportunity to attend. Because when I got back home, and my parents weren't able to come to graduation. I was living in Colorado, and I got back home, and my mom said, "So what do you think? What was your reaction?" I said, "Mom, this is what I want to do. I want to work for NASA." I didn't know how, but I knew I wanted to work for the space program. Space Academy helped solidify that. So I just want to leave you with a couple little closing tidbits, things that I've used on my journey to get to where I am today. The first thing is, and you heard Administrator Bolden say this, persist. And whatever you do, persist. So whether you want to become an engineer or a scientist or a doctor, NASA needs all of them. We need all of you to come work for us in the space program. Because we are about to launch into new territory. Like Dr. Morin said, we've got many companies building new spaceships. It's an exciting time for me because the shuttle is what inspired me to come work for NASA. I never had the chance to help build the shuttle or help design the space station, but now I'm beginning to take part in some of the design of these new vehicles. And who knows what we'll be designing by the time you guys get there, because we're waiting for you and we need you. The other thing is love what you do. So I started off as an engineer, right, in undergrad. I did electrical engineering, and about halfway through, I loved engineering, but I didn't know what I was going to do afterwards. And a lot of my friends, by coincidence, were pre-med engineers. So they were engineers who were going to go to medical school, and they said, "Serena, you do great in medical school. Why don't you do that?" And I said, "Nah, that's too much work. I don't want to do that." But I followed my instinct and went ahead and went pre-med and went to medical school, and it was the best decisions I ever made. I still wanted to work for NASA. I didn't know how I was going to do that yet, but I did what I loved, and I still love being a physician. Eventually, enough doors opened. Some of those doors were scary. Step through them. If they look scary and they look challenging, all the better. And finally, the one thing I want to leave you with is don't let anybody ever tell you what you don't know. Don't let anybody ever tell you what you can't do and what the odds are. Because if I had $1 for every time somebody told me how hard it was going to be to become an astronaut and work for NASA, I'd be a pretty rich woman. So don't listen. Listen to your parents who support you. Listen to your friends who support you. And know that you can do whatever you want to do. And please, hurry up and go through school, because we need you to come work for NASA. Thank you very much. Congratulations and good luck.
I'll tell you what, this might be the most exciting graduation we've had in a long time. It's the first one we've done on the floor here in our new developed mission area. And if you can't tell, it's the first one I've done in a while. So forgive all my missteps, but it's not about me. It's about these young people, what they've done here this week, and not so young people, and the future, which is represented certainly and accomplishments by Dr. Morin and Dr. Aunon, and we appreciate you being here. How about one more round of applause for our 2 astronauts? And now, if I could have my team leaders help our young people exit over here, and we'll give you just a couple of housekeeping points for the parents. Well, parents and friends and family and probably spouses who are here, thank you so much for being with us today. We appreciate it. You all should have, at least one person in your party should have received your Space Camp Family Pass. That's your ticket to tour the museum today. Please feel free to join us and be our guest for the day. It also will allow you a discounted price for IMAX and the dinosaur exhibit and the IMAX theater as well. We do have a little sign-out procedure. We know you love them. We want you to have them back, but we want you to leave with the right child. What you do in the parking lot is completely up to you. But I need you to see your team leader, take a photo ID, and sign your child out, and we will turn them over to you, and then y'all can trade at will. So again, it's been my honor to have you here today, and I thank you so much for your presence, and thank you for trusting us with your young people. Thank you.
Okay.
Good.
He's the principal of the school.
Good. Well, good. Well, that's wonderful. And I'll tell you, if you need anything from, have you met Tom? Did y'all meet?
Yeah, I've met Gil. Gil's going to become a Space Camp ambassador.
Okay, wonderful. And this is principal from the school.
We were talking.
And we appreciate your confidence in our program and your interest, as a principal, and that we believe that we deliver an educational program, and for you to feel like it's important for your students is quite a compliment. All righty. Have a good, safe trip.
Yeah.